Alright, hello youngsters. We're back with some more Bengals and Madden 01. So after we beat the Jaguars and the Panthers, start off 2-0, we then rolled that momentum back home to take on the Titans, who we blew out. They're off to a pretty bad start, but we did lose to the Broncos. They got their revenge from last season when we beat them in the divisional round, or in the wildcard round. So today, that's going to lead us into Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers for the first time this year at 3-1. So we have an opportunity to start 4-1, which would be amazing, and especially since if we did start off 4-1, 3 of those games are going to be against division opponents. So that's pretty massive to get a nice lead in the division this early on into the season, especially with the Titans and Ravens off to 1-3 starts. So this would be a humongous win for us if we could manage to get it. I mean, I don't know what the track record for us in Pennsylvania or in Pittsburgh is, more specifically. I'm not sure what the track record is so far for us in our tenure, but I don't think we're truly outmatched here. As you can see, the Steelers at this time are actually not all that good. In real life, they would get better, but in this game, they kind of just stay where they're at. But Cordell Stewart is already laying up absolute dimes into the turf, so off to a great start for the Steelers offense, I can see. Again, we have the weird turf here because we are in Three River Stadium. We are not in Heinz Field. It does not exist. We're going to be in Three River Stadium for the rest of our lives. But that time, Cordell Stewart is able to find an open receiver. It's the tight end who hauls it in and is brought down at just about the marker, but it's enough for a first down. So, 1st and 10 now for the Pittsburgh offense. We're going to go with a handoff to Jerome Bettis, and he is not all that fast, but man, he looks like he got shot out of a cannon as he just blisters up the middle here. He finds a little bit of a hole, has to shake and shimmy, but he's ultimately brought down by a slew of Bengal defenders before he can get to the first down marker. So it's 2nd and 1 here from about the midfield Pittsburgh logo, and they are in the I formation. So they're not going to try and bust up the middle. Cordell's going to try and go for it through the air, and it does pay off as he finds that tight end. I think it was Brenner, I think, is how you pronounce his name? Yeah, Brenner. But he hauls it in, and it is another first down for the Steelers. So what started off pretty slow is now picking up some speed here, picking up some steam for the Steelers as they go with the fullback handoff. And he had Bettis out there as a lead blocker, but he didn't really take it. He just went up the middle and got brought down by our defense. So 2nd and 7 now for Pittsburgh. They're going to fake the handoff now to the fullback and go through the air. And it looks like he maybe was trying to go for Plexico Burris, but that one dings off the back of our defender. So it's 3rd and 7 now for the Steelers. Our defense can come up big here. We can just contain Jerome Bettis, and we cannot as he gets the outside edge. And I believe that might have been Rondé Barber who tried to go for the dive there, and he couldn't quite make the play. And so Jerome Bettis is able to extend this play just a little bit longer here and get the first down. And now Pittsburgh is in scoring range here. They are knocking on our door inside the red zone. So 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh now. Cordell Stewart's got a clean pocket, and he finds Brenner wide open in that corner, bro. You saw our defender just kind of standing there in his zone and just not really paying attention, man. Look at that. Is that Foley just standing there watching? And yeah, that's Brenner, the tight end, who makes another catch, man. He has been absolutely connected, locked in with Cordell Stewart so far in this drive, and he's going to be the reason they add some points here, but on 1st and goal, our defense is all over that handoff, and Jerome Bettis can go absolutely nowhere except backwards. So they're going to have to at least try it again on 2 plays. So 2nd and goal now, and Cordell Stewart's not going to go on the ground. He's going to try and go through the air, just to hit Brenner again, who's just standing there, but he is surrounded by Bengal defenders, and so that play is going nowhere. So 3rd and goal now. We have a chance to maybe come up big here as pressure's getting to Stewart, and he tries to go to Brenner again, and Brenner this time gets his hands on him but can't quite haul it in. So they're going to have to bring out the field goal kicking unit to knock this one through and finish off this drive finally, and Brown is able to knock home the chip shot. So we still have a little bit of time left in the first quarter for our offense to maybe do something with the football, and here we go on 1st and 10, and Achilles Smith is laying up an absolute dime to Chris Waller, who hauls that one in and gets absolutely slammed. We've been seeing him get slammed. Maybe that's how he got injured last season, just these big ol' hits, but he does give us a first down here at about our own 42-yard line. So Achilles Smith's going to drop back again, and this time he finds Peter Warrick, who's open and doesn't quite have the speed to explode into the open field as he gets caught up by the shoestrings, but it is a humongous pickup for Peter Warrick, so we love to see that. So with time ticking away in the first quarter here, we're inside Pittsburgh territory. Smith's got all day to throw, and he wants to go back to that same spot he was just going to with Peter Warrick because, hey, man, Pittsburgh secondary's not covering it, so we're going to keep hitting it. As Peter Warrick comes up with another massive reception here. So we're getting both receivers involved. As time almost to hits 0-0, Achilles Smith's going to snap the ball, get one more play off in the quarter, and it's going to pay off as we find Sharper, the rookie tight end, who hauls it in for the first touchdown that we're going to witness here. Remember, he got injured last game and missed the second half of that game. or rather in the game with the Jaguars. So, you know, he's healthy, he's fine, and he's contributing. So, on the very next drive here, Cordell's going to hit Hines Ward deep downfield, and he's going to get brought down close to midfield. So, Pittsburgh's already working hard to answer back to our touchdown here as we have a 4-point lead. So, from midfield, Cordell's going to go through the air again, and this time he's going to find Plexico Burris, who's getting double covered, and neither of our defenders can close that gap as Plexico Burris hauls that one in. And so now Pittsburgh's got another fresh set of downs here. It's just on a couple plays they have been able to flip the direction of the field and really kind of change here the implications of this drive. So on the next play here, pressure does get to Cordell Stewart, as I think it's Takeo Spikes who comes off the edge and gets to him, but he's able to get rid of the football to Brenner again, who hauls that one in, and it's a pickup for him. So, or excuse me, I think he dropped it. So, 2nd and 10. They're going to go with Jerome Bettis on the ground, and he's not going to drop it. I'd be surprised if he fumbled, but he gets a nice pickup. So, on 3rd and short here, last opportunity to extend this drive, and Stewart's going to go to Brenner again. Man, that's his guy apparently, but we have dudes all over him, and that one doesn't even get to him. So, they're going to have to bring up Brown again to try and nail home an even longer one, but he does just that. So, he's good from 20, he's good from 40, double it. You know what? I don't think he'll be good from 60, but from 20 and 40, he's got you covered. So Pittsburgh's got another opportunity with the football as we were unable to do anything with it, and Plexico Burris is already making our defenders look silly, just making us look like fools out there. So with 35 seconds, the Steelers are trying to move quick here as Hines Ward hauls in another reception, but he can't get the first down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock. So from about the Pittsburgh 46-yard line, it's 2nd and 3 with 32 seconds left to go. Stewart's going to drop back and nearly intercepted, man, just absolutely. Newsome just had that, man. He was all over that, but just couldn't quite haul it in, and that was right in his hands. So 3rd and short now for Pittsburgh. We have an opportunity to get their offense off the field, and Stewart's going to go for a long ball, and he finds Jerome Bettis out of the backfield. So Bettis is doing everything he can to help Pittsburgh stay in this ball game, and the clock is going to continue to run here, and Pittsburgh's going to have to blow a timeout here to see if they can do anything else, but they're going to bring out the field goal unit, and Brown's going to knock home another field goal, man. So from 36, he's also good. So Pittsburgh is going to take a 9-7 lead now at the end of the first half, and as you can see, Pittsburgh is also off to a 3-1 start, so this is a pretty important game early on in the season. Really set the tone in the AFC Central, and Corey Dillon is doing everything he can to set that tone, as he is absolutely free, and there's not a defender in Pittsburgh's arsenal that can catch him as he is gone. A humongous pickup for Corey Dillon, 81 yards to the house. A massive, massive play, man. He doesn't do a whole lot during these games, man, but when he comes through, he freaking comes through. So we're going to go for 2 here because Pittsburgh's got the weird sort of gap here. They've only been kicking field goals, and so 2 points would really kind of help us out, and we try to go to Sharper, the tight end, but that was just kind of a gross play. It's not really going anywhere, so we do not get the 2-point conversion. So 13-9 is going to be your score, and just now Pittsburgh is already cooking in Bengal territory here in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go on the ground, Jerome Bettis, and he's got some open space here. I think he kind of missed a hole. He probably could have cut outside a little bit and probably extended that to maybe 20-25 yards, but he still picks up just about 10, so that's not bad, and Pittsburgh will take that. So on 2nd and 1, they're going to go through the air, and Stewart finds Hines Ward, who again is being double covered, and he can't quite haul that one in as that one bounces off his hand. So 3rd and 1 now for Pittsburgh. We have another chance to stop him, but Jerome Bettis finds enough open space and cuts outside, and there's not a defender who's up and ready to take on Bettis, but Newsome catches up to the play and makes the tackle. Fortunately, he makes the tackle, man. The timing there was just great. Bettis cut outside, and our cornerback was on the ground picking himself up, so that was a big play for Pittsburgh, and Stewart is going right back to Brenner, or Bruner maybe, the tight end, to make the catch at the goal line, and on the next play they're going to hand it to Jerome Bettis to finish what he started, and it is a Pittsburgh touchdown. So there you go. Pittsburgh answers back here. They don't waste any time, as this game is already, we can tell, it's just going to be a back-and-forth slugfest. So with just a little bit of time left in the 3rd quarter, we're not wasting any time, as you can tell, making the most of what time we do have. But it is a 3rd and long, and Smith is going to find Peter Warwick, who comes through in the clutch again, man. This is his game. The last game we watched, it was Chris Waller's game, but this game has been all Peter Warwick so far. It's really been Corey Dillon as well, but Pittsburgh's going to hold on to a 3-point lead, so we are still still in this one here with a field goal, so we are in a good position here. We just need to do something on offense as we cannot connect on that pass. So that's going to bring out John Green here to try and tie this game up, and it is up, and it is good. So we nail home the 51-yarder. John Green, I don't care what the stats said last year, he is that guy. And yeah, bro, celebrate the 51-yarder that's going to tie this game. Man, a humongous off of that leg, and now Pittsburgh is running the hurry up because they do not have any time to waste as they find the fullback out of the backfield on 3rd and 7, and that will pick up the first down for the Steelers. So they are now moving at their own 35-yard line with 1:45 left to go in this ball game. Stewart's going to drop back. He's got all the time in the world, and he finds his tight end again, bro. That's got to be like his 10th, 11th, 12th reception. He's got 18 receptions on the year, and I swear to God, 10 of those are in this game, I promise you. So it's 1st and 10. Steelers are still going to move with tempo here as they have an opportunity to hit the end zone pretty quick. And again, bro, we just cannot defend that guy. I don't know what's happening. Do we not have enough guys in the middle of the field? I really don't know what's happening. So Pittsburgh is going to continue to move, and Jerome Bettis has some open space here. Kind of a bold move to run the football, but I guess they have plenty of time now if they want to burn the clock and just knock home a game-winning field goal, which looks like they're probably going to set up for as we are now burning our timeouts. If we can just get the ball back with any amount of time left, I think we'll be okay. And there you see Pittsburgh gets the first down, and so that'll essentially bring out victory formation. They could really just burn the rest of the game if they want to. Under 30 seconds now, they're going to give it to Bettis again, but Jerome Bettis scores. So the Steelers find the end zone. They could have just wasted the rest of the game clock and kicked a game-winning field goal here, but Jerome Bettis finds the end zone. So now things are different a little bit now. So because now what we're looking at geez, man, do the quick maths. We're looking at what, a 23-16 ball game now? Is that what we're looking at? So with 20 seconds left, we've seen big things happen. Achilles Smith's going to drop back here with just 20 seconds, and he finds Sharper, who cuts up field, and he doesn't have the speed to get away from the defenders, but it doesn't matter because he turns this one into a humongous gain, and we are already into their territory. 14 seconds left. We cannot take a field goal. We need to find the end zone to extend this ball game. Smith is going to drop back now. He's got time, but the pressure gets to him, and it gets all the way home. And man, he had a quick second there to get rid of it, and he took just a second too long and hesitated, so it could be the very last play of the game, and it's not, fortunately, as that one hits the turf. So clock is stopped at 6 seconds. So 3rd and 20, we need to hit the end zone with this play. Can we do it? As we are at our own 45-yard line. Surprising we're not going shotgun formation. Smith's going to drop back, and this time the pocket is very clean, and we're going to go out of the flat. I think that was to Peter Warwick. I don't know, dude. What is that play? What are we doing? So 2 seconds left. We have one more opportunity on 4th and 20. Blaze it. 2 seconds left to go. Now we are in shotgun formation, and Smith going right across the middle, and he finds Sharper. Or no, that's Corey Dillon out of the backfield he finds. And just a complete, just like wet fart of an effort on offense on this very last drive. I don't know what the hell we were doing. Just completely fall flat on our faces, and Pittsburgh is going to take the lead here off of Jerome Bettis' late touchdown, go-ahead touchdown. Yeah, that's going to be all she wrote here in Pittsburgh. So that is a tough loss to take. I mean, dude, we had an opportunity to win this game, or at least stay in this game, and just really uncompetitive football in that last little stretch here. Once again, terrible on 3rd down. That seems to be a consistent trend for this team so far this year, and that's a number that really has to be good. But our defense was pretty decent in the red zone again. So remember, we allowed 0 trips to the red zone against Jacksonville. So maybe that's a thing that we do well, but we need to be a lot better on 3rd down. Achilles Smith needs to have better games. 50% completion percentage is not going to get it done. Corey Dillon has 95 yards. Of course, 81 of those came on one play. So even receiving, not a really great breakdown. So yeah, that one's tough. So we take a pretty big L. We really needed that win to make the division race really tight, or at least put us in it. So catch us in the next video here when we get to the next game in our schedule.